Okay, here we have the RIGOL MSO4000 scope, and it is looking at the RIGOL development, or the demo board here, which has a bunch of signals on it, and I'm going to show you the parallel decoding feature. I'm going to use the logic analyzer. I've turned it on. I've already set it up to have 8 channels, D0 through D7. And you can see this is simply a binary counter with D0 going the fastest, and it is actually decoding it properly. You can see all the bits are low, so that corresponds to a 0. First bit goes high, which is D0, that corresponds to a 1, and it just continues on. And let me zoom into that so you can see that nicely. Okay, so there you can see the display, and D0 of course is at the top, D7 is at the bottom. Let me zoom out so you can see that a little bit better. See, the counter is running, and this is a live shot. And I finally got the triggering to work. They sent me a new firmware update, which I installed. So now I'm going to push the trigger menu button, and you can see I've got it triggering on a pattern, and the pattern is starting at 0, that means logic analyzer over here. It's low, 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 low. So it is triggering at this point. You can see the T occurring. That's where it's triggering. And so everything seems to be working as advertised there. One other feature, I can turn on decoding, and the decoder has been set for a parallel operation, and the bus is on. I can turn it on or off. There's no clock channel. I've got it at 7 bits. Probably ought to change that to 8 bits. 8 bits, okay. And you can see that at every falling slope, right here, falling slope, every falling slope, it's calculating a new pattern, and so it's calculating all zeros here, and every once in a while it throws a 1 in there, and I don't know why. I noticed that, oh, 9. There's my error right there. 8. Okay, there. Oh, see, it's still throwing a 1 in that, I would call that the D1 slot. I don't understand why. Let me change that back to 7. Now it's reliably, oops, it's still doing it. I don't understand. It might be a flaw in the firmware, it might be some setup issue that I have. But anyway, I would think that it's trying to decode at every falling edge of, say, D0. So that means this area right here is going to be twice as wide as that one, because this is decoding everything that it sees on the bus. So here decimal is 0, here the decimal is 1, here the decimal is 2, because it's counting up in binary. But at the falling clock, these are all 0. At this falling clock, it should now be 2. So I don't quite understand why it's doing that. But that is decoding something, and I guess take it for what it's worth. I don't know if it's an error in my setup, or if the scope is just not capturing the edges at the right time and it's miscounting it. I'll have to look that up some more.